Sababu ukitoka kwenye streets watapiga nyinyi risasi, watachoma biashara zenu, alafu watamwekelea yeye naibu wa rais ndiye anafanya hiyo maneno.
Always protect the will of the people because the people are supreme. Na tukifuata hiyo, we'll have a good country. Irrespective ya ile itatokea, nataka kuuliza amani katika hii Embu, katika Mlima Kenya, katika Kenya nzima. Sisi tuko na nchi ya Kenya, hatuna nchi nyingine.
Yes, it is now very clear that William Ruto and his regime had a plan of killing Kikuyus and the Gema community when GACHAGUA was being impeached. This has come to my knowledge when the senator of Kiambu, Karungo Wathianga came out to reveal that there was a plan by the UDA government to murder the Gema community, okay, if they had come on the street to protest against GACHAGUA's impeachment. These statements cannot be taken lightly when the senator of Kiambu comes out to make such statements that the government had a plan to do this. Because Kenya is known as a country where different people protest when their leaders are facing tribulations. That is the truth. The only community that don't normally come out to protest against their leaders, in most of the cases, are Kikuyus and Kalenjins, and I'm going to speak about that. So in this episode, I've come to talk about why I think Karen Muthonga has a point in this and how his statements can affect the national cohesion. But most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. For the past month, the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has been on the mouth of every Kenyan. And even me at first, I thought that people were going to come out and protest for the impeachment motion of Rigathi Gachagua. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua himself came out to tell his people not to protest in case he is impeached. And for me, I made a video telling you now it was a mistake. A leader, some of the time you can use your people as a shield against injustices. That is how politics is done. But today, Karungo came out to say that there was a plan of murdering Gema people if they had come out to protest against Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment. And this cannot be taken in isolation. So I'm going to speak about this. Okay? Before I speak on this, I want to play you a tape when Karungo Wathianga was saying this, because it cannot be taken lightly. And I want you to pay attention because it's going to form a basis of our discussion. Here's the tape.
Wakati wa kumtoa mamlakani naibu wa rais Rigathi Gachagua, walikuwa wanatumai watu watafanya maandamano, walikuwa wanatumai nchi itachomeka, lakini tuliambia watu wetu, hiyo ni mtego mumewekewa. Wewe nyamazeni, wacha wale wanafanya vile wafanye, wewe weka hiyo maneno kwa roho. Sababu ukitoka kwenye streets watapiga nyinyi risasi, watachoma biashara zenu, alafu watamwekelea yeye naibu wa rais ndiye anafanya hiyo maneno. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni kumaanisha, ndio maana nchi imekimya, sababu sisi hatupigani.
That is Karungo Wathianga. Karungo coming out to say that there was a plan by the UDA to murder people who would have come out to protest against the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua cannot be taken in isolation. It means something. Because trust me, on every protest, there has been people who have been killed. Okay? And it shows you how, by the way, the Kikuyus are not going to vote for RUTO in case Gachagua is let off the hook. They will follow Gachagua. And remember, the Mount Kenya made almost 49% of the votes William Ruto got. That's why I keep on saying that it was a mistake to dismiss Gachagua. regardless of the mistake he used to make, you would retain him, use him to win another election. As a person who was ardent support of Ruto, that was a class mistake. Even the judiciary, the way the judiciary is handling this matter, you clearly see that it's going to throw out this impeachment motion. So we'd be having the deputy president as retaining their position, but also as the opposition leader. So you must interrogate the statements of Karungo Thangwa. First of all, even me, at first I thought people were going to protest, but it's coming out to say, in fact, very many Kenyans are coming out to mock Kikuyus not to protest. But I think there is one reason as to why Kikuyus are not protesting. It's not because they didn't get annoyed, because I've spoken to very many Kikuyus who, by the way, are very annoyed, even online. You see the challenges, you see how they are speaking. It shows that they are not happy. But the main reason as to why they are not protesting, you know, if a community has taken long in government, some of the time they don't come out to protest because they normally align themselves with government policies. That's why it's very rare to see a protest in Mountain Kenya and Rift Valley. Even if they are not, even if they are there, they are not normally so huge. So Kenyans, especially those from Mountain Kenya, forgot protesting because they have always been in government. That is part of the reason. Maybe if something comes out when it is so big, they will come out to protest. But this juncture, they cannot come out to protest because they have taken long. Other communities like the Luo Nyanza, they can protest against anything, even a fly. Okay? All they just need is Raila Odinga calling them on the streets because they are used to that. Normally, how our psychology works is such that we tend to do things we are used to do. And when it comes to protesting, it is the Luo Nyanza. Secondly, it may also be true that the leaders were trying to protect their people, to tell them not to protest, because the deputy president said this.
Siko Mungu mbinguni. Sisi ni Wakristo na tunamwamini Mwenyezi Mungu. Na Mungu atafanya mapenzi yake. Binadamu wanaweza panga mambo mingi, lakini iko Mungu mbinguni. Muendelee kutuombea. Muendelee kuombea nchi yetu. Sisi tulichaguliwa na watu wengi hawa ya Embu. Si ndio? Sijui kama tawezekana tulichaguliwa na hii watu yote tufukuzwe na watu wachache. Hiyo ni haki kweli watu ya Embu? Na ndio mimi namshukuru huyu mjumbe wenu Getonga Mukunji, alipiga kura, alisikiza watu wa Embu vile wanase. Hata huyu Dabwen alikuwa ameandika barua, akakuja Embu, akasikiza watu, akapinduka. Akafuata vile wananchi wanafanya nini? Kwa sababu sisi zote ni watu ya kuchaguliwa. Na ni mzuri usikize ile watu ambao wamefanya nini? Kwa hivyo watu wa Embu mlichagua mimi na President William Ruto, mkatupatia kura zenu zote. Tungeuliza uamuzi wa raia uheshimike. Kwa sababu raia wanapiga kura miaka 5. Na ni mzuri kuheshimu uamuzi wa nini? Lakini sisi tuna imani kubwa sana na mahakama zetu. Our judiciary is very professional, and I have no doubt in my mind that our eminent judges will protect and uphold the Constitution, the rule of law, and always make sure that the will of the people is sovereign. Na tukiwa, that is the way a good country runs. So watu wa Kenya wako na imani sana, and they have faith that our courts of law will protect and uphold our Constitution, and most importantly, always protect the will of the people, because the people are supreme. Na tukifuata hiyo, we'll have a good country. Irrespective ya ile itatokea, nataka kuuliza amani katika hii Embu, katika Mlima Kenya, katika Kenya nzima. Sisi tuko na nchi ya Kenya, hatuna nchi nyingine.
Okay. and also Karungo Wathanga coming out to say the same statements, it can hold some value. Maybe they are protecting their people, because when the people from Mountain Kenya are coming out to protest, take to the bank that most of the people who will be killed in the protest will be from Mountain Kenya. Okay, but even away from these protests, there is no person with a clear mind who would support Gachagua's impeachment, because it was politically motivated, not that he was a criminal. That was my point. In fact, if they wanted to impeach Gachagua, maybe they would hold him accountable on the things which would make the impeachment motion prevail, not these silly allegations. So Karungo Wathanga coming out to show that those statements, it shows you that the Mountain Kenya is ready or has already divorced with RUTO. And we are going to see the birth of the new political formation. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on the YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.